Hey Geneseo, we got something brand new for you today. Yeah, and he's here too. Hey Geneseo, welcome to Geneseo Now. I'm your host, Dalcon, DeMaranville, and the Music Fest is right around the corner. And today, I have the Executive Director of the Geneseo Chamber of Commerce, Zack Sullivan. Zack, welcome.
Dalcon, how are you today? Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you for coming in, and we're going to be talking about the Music Fest. And we have a big event coming up next weekend. You know, Bill Newleib and the Geneseo Rotary started this event over a half-century ago. Tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. So as you mentioned, this is Geneseo's oldest and longest running community event, with 2023 being the 55th year of the Geneseo Music Festival. And so over the years it has evolved, and this year we're looking forward to another classic summertime celebration in Geneseo full of music, food trucks, great craft vendors, and of course, tons of things for the whole family to do for free.
So it starts off on Friday with the Doodah Parade.
Yes, the Kiwanis has been hosting the Doodah Parade for many years in downtown Geneseo. And so the Doodah Parade will go from the Central Bank, right in the middle intersection of State and First in downtown Geneseo, to the city park. And from there, Rotary kind of takes the reins, and they will host their Queen pageant. They also will be having a cookout for people, so you can come get a great meal. And the Geneseo Panic Band will actually be opening the entire show starting at 6:15. So there's going to be a lot going on at the park on Friday of the Geneseo Music Fest.
When do things kick off on Saturday morning? They're going to have crafts and such throughout the park, but what all is going to be happening on Saturday?
Yeah, so Saturday is a marathon of a day in Geneseo. Our day of programming goes from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. So we'll be very busy at the chamber. But the day starts with the Maple City 4 Run, which is hosted by Rotary. People will run 4 miles through Geneseo, but it's starting and ending at the Geneseo City Park this year, which is different. It used to be over at the schools, but we wanted to include them more in the festivities at the park. And plus, we have other things that start up early in the morning, such as the Farmers Market, the AETA tractor display. And then at 9 o'clock, we have the vendor fair start off. And so there will be plenty of great shopping that will be available at the park and lots of fun things to do. There's the Family Festival with the Geneseo Park District and the fire department. So we'll have a sprinkler and like an inflatable bounce house, or like the darts with the Velcro kickballs that you use. So lots of fun stuff. And of course, the popular Bubble Lady Bubbles will return in the park this year.
Yes, those are awesome.
Yeah, that was great, and it actually turns out that Jeff with Bubble Lady Bubbles will be performing later that evening at the Central Bank Pavilion with his band X Crush, so we're looking forward to that.
Sweet, sweet. If you're not from Geneseo, you're from out of town, how can people get more information on the Music Fest?
So you can find all the information you need either by visiting www.geneseo.org or check out the Geneseo Chamber's Facebook page, and we'll have all the information available to those 2 platforms.
And not to steal anyone's thunder, but what is coming up after the Music Fest?
Now, there will be a mural project that's happening during the Music Festival. So you will see a new mural come to life in Geneseo on the side of the Musical Memories building on Father's Day weekend. So as the parade is going through downtown Geneseo on that Sunday, you will see this mural come to life, which is going to be really exciting.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And the Music Festival dates are the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Yes, it's easy to remember. Father's Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's June 16th through the 18th, 2023.
Kicks off with the Doodah Parade and the Queen Pageant that Friday night on the 16th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have plenty of live entertainment as well. Geneseo Brewing Company will have Ryan Bazari music playing over behind the brewery there. So you're going to want to check something out. Maybe after the Queen Pageant, come on out to GBC and we'll see you there.
Can you give us a hint on what that mural is going to be at Musical Memories?
It'll have a lot of people tapping their toes, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. The reveal will happen on June 14th, I believe, at the Ice Cream Social. And then on June 15th, we will have the projection party, and everyone will see it. But it will definitely capture a lot of Geneseo's past and present, and we can't wait to see everyone march on down to the mural projection party on Thursday, June 15th.
So there you have it about the music festival coming up here in a week. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. Flags fly on Memorial Day, July 4th, and Veterans Day. Welcome back, and a hallmark to the music festival is the Rotary Queen Pageant. And with me, I have a mother and daughter duo, Catherine Rothschild and Ashley Moore. And welcome to the show today. And Catherine, you've been with the Queen Pageant for some time, and your experience is different than Ashley's and vice versa. Tell me a little bit about your involvement and how long you've been with the Rotary Queen Pageant.
Even back before I was part of Rotary, I was a mother of two girls that were in the pageant. I enjoy the pageant so much. It's part of the community, part of the history.
When did you start?
I started in 2010 with the pageant, being in charge of the pageant. Back then, I think it was something like 42 years that the Queen Pageant has been going. And so now it would be like close to 55 years. So
It's 55.
yeah,
That's hard too.
that's hard
to wrap your head around, right?
Hard to wrap your head around.
You know, and actually you have an entirely different experience than Catherine's. How are you able to relate to these young ladies as they're walking on stage, as they're doing their interviews? How is your experience different or similar to those who we see this year or last year?
I think it's hard because, you don't really know if you want to do it to start with. And so, because it's so out of, it was definitely out of my comfort zone, out of the box. It wasn't something I had thought I would do, so to say. So just to get up there, then all of a sudden you're really nervous. Do I belong here? Can I make this happen? Am I going to be able to pull it off? Am I going to be able to do the walk and the talk and all that kind of stuff? When I started, I guess, for lack of a better word, got coerced by Claudia Laux to join. But then I ended up winning, and then it was super exciting. So then, going forward with that, I was able to do a few other pageants just because I had a little bit of confidence built up. It was a good way to earn money for college, which I had never even anticipated that being an option. It wasn't something I was familiar with. And then coming back to it years later, after I had, a family or getting ready to have a family and being kind of like a co-MC, it was just a really fun experience then to be back on stage again, to be in front of your hometown and to see all these people kind of cheering you on. And there's a lot of camaraderie and just Geneseo spirit behind it, which is nice.
You see things different, of course, than she does. And how have you seen these ladies grow over the years? And of course, you've seen Ashley grow up. And you see the ladies come back year after year after year to watch it. How have you seen these ladies grow?
Oh, we have several girls that beg to come back and help. We have not had a problem in many, many years of the reigning queen coming back to help. They have in their head that it is a beauty pageant, which it is not. This is a pageant about grace, poise, and kindness, I guess, if nothing else. So,
and you said some big words there. You said it's not a beauty pageant. And from start to finish, what is the process from these ladies? And it starts with Claudia, right?
Yes.
Up at the school. What is the process?
What we do is we give the high school the application. And they assure us that they're going to get it to every single senior girl. And a lot of them will just throw them in the trash, But Claudia goes up there and she talks to them and tries to coerce them and make sure that they understand.
And it's probably not the right word because it sounds like she's strong-arming you, but she definitely gives you the high points of it, right? I think that's important. Yeah, we tease her all the time, but yeah.
And once we have the girls, it's a matter of, we get a letter sent to them about what time their interview is and kind of what's expected of them.
Well, and so by the time they sign up, then the first thing that they're going to do is the salad luncheon, and that's kind of to gather them all together, and that is sponsored by
The women's club.
The women's club, where they put together a salad luncheon for all the girls. That's where then like the hosts, the MC, the co-MC, everybody that's on the board comes, explains to them how it's going to happen, gives them a chance to get together and practice. And I think that's the most important part too, is they really root for one another. So even though it's not like a beauty pageant, it is an opportunity. So no matter what these girls look like or think they look like, it's a chance for you to be beautiful for tonight. And everybody can be, right? Anybody can be beautiful. So it's just a fun chance for them to just do it their way, their outfit, their hair, their makeup, however they feel the most beautiful to get up there. It's not what's going to win them the pageant, right? But it is a chance for them to feel good about themselves and to have all the other girls cheering them on.
One thing I've enjoyed since we've done this too is just before they go into out front, everybody gets together, and they're sometimes holding hands, sometimes not, but Claudia reads a poem, and it's called Me, and everybody's practically in tears by the time she gets done with that poem. There's no one like me. That's basically it. I don't memorize the poem, but she says the same poem every year, and it really
kind of amps them up.
Yes,
like,
does.
just go
It's
be
fun.
you. Like and you'll be great.
Yeah.
And when people cheer for them, that's when like you see them on stage go from nervous to smiling, and they need to smile. Like the whole idea is to keep smiling and just be happy. And so when everybody's there cheering for them or yelling out their name, their friends or their family, that's when it really puts them at ease and it makes them just smile.
So the Music Fest is June 16th, 17th, and 18th. And thank you very much, ladies, for coming in and spending some time with us today. It's been a pleasure having you guys come in. And you can find Geneseo Now on GeneseoCurrent.com and on Facebook. And so I'm your host, Dalcon DeMaranville, and we'll be airing our next show coming up in 2 weeks, and you'll have to wait and see who our guests will be for that show. And we're going to send you guys to some scenes and some video from Geneseo 2023 graduation. So thank you, and we'll see you next time. Extra money to get a pepper jack cheeseburger at lunch. Your unwavering support has helped our graduates reach this milestone, and we're grateful for your dedication.
Tate James Hager.
Members of the Geneseo Board of Education, I certify to you that each of these students have met the district and state requirements to graduate here today. And with your permission, we will proceed with the ceremony.